defeated.
Get this open. Oh, hey, little guy. Didn't expect to see you again. Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Thea.
Sorry for the pause, I just wanted to let the music play out. Welcome back to SOMA. Last time, we woke up underwater and realized that we're actually a robot, and then we met Catherine and found out she's also a robot. We saw a whole bunch of other weird stuff along the way, as you do. But after meeting up with Catherine, she gave us our new big objective: get to the Ark down in the Abyss and launch it into space. The Ark is a little virtual world project that they were trying to create to save humanity from the crisis happening on Earth. And she doesn't know if the project is finished yet. However, our first step is to go to Theta. There's something there that we need to enter the Abyss. But that didn't go very well. We were trying to take a little emergency shuttle there, then we ended up crashing here. Now we gotta find a way off of this. There is a sea turtle. I did not remember that. There's also this little guy. We found him back at the early parts of the last episode, and he's basically just a little helper. He opened up a rusty door for us. Again, I love how I'm giving pronouns to this robot, but hey, robots in this world kind of have pronouns, you know? We are a little hurt. I can see some chromatic aberration, and also we have a little bit of a limp. That's your indication that you're injured. There's no health meter anywhere else. Again, this is your inventory. We have the Omni tool, thanks. This part is pretty interesting. I wonder, can I see anywhere? Yes, up there. This is... if you can focus, thank you. Site Delta. Because, you know, this wouldn't be a proper game if we didn't visit every single area of Pathos 2. They pronounce it Pathos 2 in-game, but I think the real pronunciation of Pathos is Pathos, so that's what I'm going with. Some fish up there. This place is mostly underwater. I think this place was supposed to deal with, like, shipments and things. I don't remember exactly what Delta's for, but... okay, this... yeah, let's start with this. Let's just take a look around. Oh. So it seems like some airlock doors just have hinges. Okay. Alright, let's head in here. This didn't look like a very big place, but you never know. It might extend underground. Oh, warning. Red light. Huh. Right. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to... No, get away from me. Guys, look! It's a demon eye from Terraria! Alright, I'm done. So why is that happening exactly? Well, let's find out. The anemones made them do it. Or something. The light. It's hurting. My eyes. It's telling me I don't need this vitreous flesh inside my skull to see salvation. I will gladly remove them. Stop them from obfuscating this divine mission. Okay, then. My reflection in the black blood of our warden whispers, I need to save them from this hell. Let them sleep. Lock them in the lucid dreams I've seen. Okay. This is, okay. Someone was not all there in the head here. Here's chess, new game. I never thought I'd see a new game button next to chess. Is that? No. That's a bunch of other aquatic plants outside. Error, corrupt opponent. Yeah, that's your problem, computer. You're supposed to, you know, be the opponent. Computer's trying to chicken out. It knows I'm too good at chess. Fun fact, I joined a chess club for exactly one day.
Am I right? Can't believe how much I'm sweating in this suit.
But, yeah, that's a good response to what I said. Hold on, I'll get to this later.
Hey, could you maybe help? I need to get to Theta.
Don't stand there, you know better than that.
Hey, can you hear me?
Make yourself useful.
Okay, fair enough. That's a interesting fellow.
Listen.
Don't stand there, you know better than that.
Yeah, I know better than to stand on the ground that I have no choice not to stand on. Alright, this is all not important for now. What, you want to follow?
I think I need some vacation soon. I have to speak with Akers about that. Isn't that right, Akers?
Okay, well... That's interesting.
Yeah. You put in a good word for me. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
It's like repeating a bunch of phrases instead of actually being coherent. Or it sounds like it's talking to someone else. But clearly it's talking to no one, so it's repeating a bunch of phrases that it heard before, apparently. You teleported next to me, I saw your light, that's fine.
Man, you can really tell when Alpha's off platform. This place turns into such a locker room. Not in a good way, either.
Let's see what's inside here. Oof. This place got flooded. This place got breached. Hi.
You saw that, right? You saw Akers fucking injecting that shit into them?
He got me pretty bad.
I think I made it worse pulling away. I can feel it bleeding out. Can you see him?
Fuck. He got on a Zeppelin. He's going back to Theta. We have to warn them.
Good luck with that. The platform radio is dead. Remember?
The Lumar Annex should work. It has to.
Yeah. You go. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just not.
Come on, Evans. We have to warn them. Come on.
Hearing a lot about this Akers fellow. There's also a button. I pushed it. Oh, hey, it turned on this monitor, I think. Zeppelin control remote. Remote access denied. Error that. Zeppelin control remote admin. Remote access denied. FR override MK. Invalid command. FR override Komorabi. Responder rights suspended. Fuck you, Akers. Invalid command. This is all January 15th, I'm guessing? Oh, it has to be January 15th. There's no 15th month. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Okay. After that confusion, I've concluded that it is January. Anyway, funny story about me. I joined a chess club for exactly one day, and I hated it. Because number one, I'm not good at chess, and I actually didn't choose to join the club. But number two, apparently professional chess has this weird rule where if you touch a piece, you have to move it. I had no idea that rule existed, and I thought it was the dumbest thing. Because, like, I would grab a piece and then change my mind. They'd say, no, you can't do that. I'm like, what? Literally never heard of this. Yeah, I threw a tantrum and immediately quit. I was very young. I threw tantrums a lot when I was young. So yeah, that was fun. I look back on that fondly. Thank you so much, by the way, little buddy. He's just following me around, opening every door in my way. I love him. I'm gonna call him Perry. For some reason, I don't know. Okay. These things tend to break something that's next to them. I think they also might alert monsters, so just keep that in mind if there's a monster around. Be careful when using those. So I'm gonna push this first. UH manual, messages, access log, speak of the devil. So UH, Universal Helper. That is, well, guess who? He's right behind me. His name is Perry. K8UH8, or Kate, I guess. Intelligence Complex AN7U, Class Light Universal Helper, Remote Pilot, non-applicable. While the K lacks a voice module, it's able to communicate via simplified sounds and lights that you can somehow hear through water. Even though it should sound very muffled, we're able to hear just fine, apparently. I mean, we're a robot. It's robot powers, I guess. Bull. That's the talking guy. Clearly, there's some kind of brain inside that guy. The Kate is just a simple robot, but this guy floating around outside has a brain. See, remote pilot supported. We heard that Carl, at least, was piloting a Universal Helper, meaning he's, like, temporarily controlling it. That's supposedly what's going on? Class Medium Worker, AN5U. Here's a Topa. We saw one of these briefly on the way to Curie. That's all there is to them. They're just a mini Universal Helper. They cannot have a remote pilot. Then there's this. Qualia? Research Vessel, Remote Pilot Mandatory. They look kind of like the enemy from Upsilon, but I don't know. Vessel's basic intelligence only pilot needed to fully utilize its equipment. I'm not quite sure what this is, or if we've seen it before. Oh wait, no, we're not done with this. Messages. From Kronstadt Theta, subject Delta evacuation. Terry, it's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate to Theta on the 14th. Everything is being taken care of, and you will all be given new positions as you arrive. You will have to fall into the ranks, of course. The last thing we need are more leaders. Kronstadt. Kronstadt Theta. Subject, it's your funeral. Fuck you, Kronstadt. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have the authority to make me, Terry. This isn't my orders, you idiot. I'm just the messenger. You want to stay? I can buy you some time if you want to hang out at your dump, but your crew is moving tomorrow. Kronstadt. Strasky Theta. Subject evacuation successful. Mr. Akers, I'm happy to inform you that your crew has safely arrived at Theta. Let me know when you're ready to move, and I'll send a transport. Peter Strasky, Theta Dispatch. And then, months later, in December. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Mr. Akers. Don't hesitate to ask if you want to be relocated to Theta. Delta got evacuated, and Akers stayed behind. For whatever reason. Access log. Local access, Akers. Terry Akers won his 1000th game of chess. Akers. Wow, how many hours you got logged in chess, buddy? Games 1610. Oh my god. Won 1,000 of them, lost the rest. Corrupt opponent once again. Alright, let's use this. Let's see what this does. Okay, it didn't turn it off. I was kind of worried it would disable the terminal and you wouldn't be able to read it again, but no. This area has similarly been flooded. There's just a little toilet. Nothing to it other than that, just a little toilet. Here's a map. So we can see that Delta is on a little island pillar stick thing separated from the plateau, as you can see. There's like a huge plateau and then the abyss down below where Tau, Phi, and Omega are. Theta, Omicron, and the rest to the left there off the map are all on the plateau. So whenever you hear the plateau, that's what they mean. Little spooble. Alright, so we saw those creepy scribblings in that one building. I wonder who could have left them. That's interesting. All this is interesting. Including you. You're interesting. Because you're alive. And that's weird. Right, let's get into our main objective here. So we have... this. Yep, I agree. Shipping. Zeppelin's antenna radio. Let's see. Malfunction. Haimatsu sat from Phi. Frame components to Lambda. Pascal cartridge to Theta. Fuselage from Lambda. Arc shell to Phi. Delta evacuation. Komorebi survey group. Unspecified to Theta. We have... all this is in 2103. These two are the most recent. Komorebi survey group. Unspecified. Happened in January. It's now, I think, May. Here's Zeppelin's 049, 840, 216. I think antenna should show us where they are. Okay, so 049's at Theta, 840 is somewhere, 216... the pocket dimension or something, I don't know. Radio. Corrupt audio buffer, restore files. Yeah, if you can. 2 logs, one from 2103, August 14th, yeah, okay, August, and, January 15th, that's just the date of the occurrence, I guess.
Strasky, you can see the Zeppelin now.
Good. Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep losing their set routes. Voljet did say that you could have fixed it on your side by redigging the antenna. I guess it doesn't matter now. Are all of you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Headakers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Happy evac. That's just a thing people say now, I guess.
Peter, can you hear me?
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow. Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying Lambda at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay. See you when you get here.
Okay. I've never heard anyone sound more like a villain than him and also Alexander from Amnesia. Let's talk to Zeppelin's here. Echo. Unable to establish link, right. Request transport. Well, the other two are pointless, but to echo them, we have to do something else. I believe head over here. No, over here. To this. Turn it on. We got the 3 lines to the 3 things. If we point it in that way... Oh. Oh, it was like that automatically. You then click these channels. Some of these channels go to specific Zeppelins, so these go to none. This goes to the red one down in the abyss. This one goes to the yellow one up by Theta. This one connects to the blue one in somewhere.
I don't know, man. I just say we can keep things classy even when women aren't around. You know?
Okay, whatever you say. Zeppelin not responding. Cool. How about the one in the abyss? Grab, 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 grab.
It's everywhere.
What? Hello?
All that water. We're drowning.
Who is this?
Alan, what's your name?
Simon. Where... What are you? Alan, can you hear me? Alan?
Alright then. I wanted to show that off. I think it's really cool. You could discover secret things like that by doing the wrong things. Is this open?
Rusted shut. Probably for the best. Not sure I trust the shuttle training.
You could tell it was a shuttle station. Look at that sign. How can you tell it's a shuttle station? That icon is so faded out. Clearly the K8 over here doesn't actually trust it either. Alright, now to do what we're actually supposed to do. The one that goes to Theta. Let me see, which one? This one. Perfect.
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
Well, that's not ominous or anything. What if I do it again?
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
Alright, I don't know what I expected. Maybe if you do it like 50 times, you have a super secret message, who cares?
Zeppelin's on its way. Gotta get ready.
Let's watch it. Buddy, come watch with me. It's gonna be awesome.
It's definitely the Zeppelin.
Harry seems mildly concerned about this. Alright.
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I had to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us a chip. Guess I have no choice.
No, this is not a permanent weapon. We will not be able to zap the monsters with it. What we will be able to zap are either this guy or the other robot talking to itself. You got a choice here. Like most choices in this game, it doesn't really matter which one you make, but you are either going to zap and destroy a mindless robot that just has basic programming.
You're so full of shit, Brandon. I've seen you when payload manager Alice Coster shows up.
Or zap this robot that supposedly has at least a figment of a brain in
You
it.
let her manage your payload? What? That doesn't even make sense. Come on, stop messing around and get back to work.
And honestly, I don't know which one I'd rather do. I mean, little Perry over there is adorable.
Forget it, Akers. I'm not playing with you anymore. As if chess wasn't boring enough. You just have to go and win in 4 moves or whatever.
Sure, Akers is a god at chess. I didn't actually know that. That's funny. Anyway, I think I'd rather pick the talking guy.
Did you move the outer shields?
Because
No, the ship
because of
was-
reasons we'll find
I know,
out
it's
later.
not technically a shield.
And also, this thing's adorable. I don't want to, so.
Ah, come on.
No. Get back. Three zaps. See, it's not a permanent weapon, unfortunately. There's this chip.
I hope this works.
He runs away from you. He keeps his distance. It might be simple programming, but that thing knows when to recognize a threat. The moment that thing stops following you is just so upsetting. It would be even more upsetting to zap it and kill it. I'd rather leave that thing alive, just saying. Just my opinion.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
I guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Alright. Way to deflect the topic of conversation. Off we go. To Theta. This thing is disgusting. Was it always this disgusting? Alright. I swear it wasn't that mossy before.
Simon. We got a slight delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
We should touch down on a cargo platform just outside Theta. Then we just head inside, grab the Dunback, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way. We don't have to worry, though, because with the Dunback, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. No hope for anything.
That's great.
And then we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
Yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
Is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
He keeps trying to deflect this away, but she's more used to this than we are. We came here from 2015. She's been around for much longer. Alright, you know this place is important. This is easily the most, detailed, imposing signage of a site of Pathos 2 we've ever seen. And check it out. That big thing in front of us, that's Theta. Yeah, you know, this little big thing, that's Theta. No, that.
Strasky, wake up Dr. Masters. We're bringing in Acres.
What's wrong?
What can I say? He's had a rough day.
Jesus Christ. He's all butchered by structure shrapnel. The vouchers and a number on him.
Brandon, flip the panic switch on the suit. I don't want to burn through the oxygen.
You're kidding, right? He's fucking hanging on by a thread. We need to move him.
Strasky, get the infirmary ready. We need to move fast.
Wait. Where are Komorabi and the others?
This is all we got. I guess it's still at Delta.
Emma, I can't do this on my own. Grab the other side.
Strask, ready or not, we're coming in.
All right. See you soon.
Very interesting. Well, we got another one.
Is this thing on? Can everyone hear me?
Go ahead, Strom.
Listen up, all members of staff. The ARC project has caused a lot of arguments the last few months. I'm not going to pretend I understand what the hell Sarang talked about and how his continuity suddenly made sense to kill yourself. For the fucking love of God, or whatever you think is important, don't kill yourself. This place is miserable enough. Don't force your friends to clean up your blood. Rest in peace, all of you. Good?
Beautiful, sir. All right, everyone. Show's over. Get back to work.
Well, something was happening here. All the more reason to go inside and find out, but first...
That's everything, right? Thank you, Catherine. Wait. Am I already here?
Hello?
Who is that? Mark?
No, we haven't met before.
Is this Mark?
I think we're safe.
Oh, I was so worried something had gone wrong.
What's your name?
Robin Bass. Theta Field Service Technician.
Nice to meet you, Robin. How did you get here?
I got scanned, like the others. And then I killed myself. At least I think so. I can't remember that part.
How does that work? Did dying get you into the Ark?
Wow, you're definitely not from Theta. Let me guess, Omicron? Wasn't sure Catherine would be able to scan you guys. You're lucky. There was a lot of talk about this at Theta. The idea is, when you're activated in the Ark, there's basically two of you, right? One human, one living scan in the Ark. You don't want your copy to survive you. You yourself want to survive on the Ark. If the human you dies before the scan is initiated, or closely after, you yourself would live on in the Ark. Amazing, right?
Yeah, very amazing. That's definitely understandable, question mark. It gets a little more understandable the more we learn.
Did Catherine put you up to this? Killing yourself?
Catherine Chun? No. I don't think you understand. She just did scans and put them into the Ark. I hope I get to meet her soon so I can apologize. She always got into trouble with Strohmeyer when someone killed themselves.
I think she's okay with it.
Where is everyone? I thought there would be like 40 or 50 people here.
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see anyone. Robin, I'm not sure how to say this.
What?
This is...
Yeah?
Pretty amazing, right? I mean, the Ark.
Yeah, it's great. Catherine and the guys have really pulled through. They saved us all.
See you later.
Will do.
A peaceful bot compared to all the others we've met. Even that guy in the previous area was just repeating a bunch of random things.
I don't understand.
But at the same time, this definitely is not the Ark. This is the outside of Theta. You would think that this, you know, Theta technician would recognize the outside of Theta, but I guess not. And we do have a choice here. There's a plug. And honestly, I don't know.
I expected something different.
Don't know if I should do this, because these are clearly people being uploaded in a robot somehow. We don't know how. But these are people inside of robots, and the whole...
I'm not the only one who got scanned.
The whole thing the game is doing is like... This is no different from a person, right? I mean, we thought Catherine was human until we actually saw her. And we've been talking to her as a person this whole time, and we believed, like, Simon is a person. All these people are still people. So, would unplugging them and causing them to lose power be considered murder? Would they want it? Or would they forgive us in the long run, even if they don't like it in the moment? I actually don't know if I should, honestly. Because...
I'm just not prepared.
She seems kind of at peace, but eventually... Like, she's the only one out here. Eventually, she's probably gonna go nuts. So...
Maybe it's something. Let me go! Stop it!
I wonder what being unplugged would be like. Sounded like she was suffocating. Man. Alright, alright. 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 Look, there's a reason that I'm starting to kill the robot people now. We'll get more into that later. For now, hi. Let's get inside this place. Here's the funky thing. They kind of lock Theta up with the passcode. Passcode is spin to the right, and then pull out, and then spin to the left, and then push in, and then pull lever. Very difficult passcode. You know, it was so secure, like, even the frickin' the lights lighting up on the switches and everything weren't... Definitely didn't tell me what to do to open up the tape. Just a fun little puzzle. Flashlight is not doing anything in here. I've got one of those.
Hello? Anyone there? Well, Catherine, we found Theta.
So I will warn you that I do plan on playing for a while longer. I mean, a while, possibly an hour. So this is probably going to be the longest video by far. We have only one option here, all the other doors are locked. Let me try this again. There we go, worked this time. Why didn't it work the first time? It just, like, the friggin' thing bounced off the window. The window didn't accept it. First room we can access? Of course it's got the Omni tool place receptacle.
We're here? We're here! Okay, great! Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, What's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's...
Heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Okay. A security code that is so NDA, I don't know, that you can't even write it down, so we can't use the standard notes. We gotta find someone. What does that say? Squeeze me, stress ball. It's got an angry face on it. Alright. Site status. Beta. All systems operational. Hull intact, 90%. Yeah, looks good. Map. Main level. Level 1. Black box beacon. So everyone in the facility has a black box. No one up here. Some people down here.
Looks like all your friends
you down here.
Downstairs.
Why abandon the gate? In the habitat? That's so strange. I don't like this at all.
Can't tell exactly where that's supposed to be, but because it's glitched up, not really supposed to be able to. Here's a full list of staff. Emma, Alvaro, Urban Bass. One thing I really love about this game is how they keep the staff names consistent throughout the whole game. There are some names like Jessica Davis you never hear about ever, but for the ones you do hear about, like stuff like Alice Coster, Mark Sarang, Peter Strasky, John Strohmeyer, Heather Volchek, I guess, although she's just kind of mentioned, they do a really good job of keeping them throughout the game. It really makes the world feel cohesive, and I love it. So we can see some people are missing and deceased. One of them is Catherine. Catherine's missing. Robin Bass is deceased, because she killed herself to try and get on the Ark, and instead she ended up as a robot outside the doors. That's about it. Louise Miron is actually the person who owns the Omni tool we have. He is dead. So, that's cool. Or she, I don't know. Okay. Beta time. Got 2 doors unlocked. We'll start with this one. Look at this. This just reminds me of the heavy containment zone from SCP Containment Breach. Like the maintenance tunnels. Heck is this room? Why have the slope?
Why would they all leave this floor?
I don't get it either. It's like they all just cleared out.
This is more of an exploratory section, but it's probably the longest section in the game, and also the most filling of information. What's over here? Ah, yes, we'll head over there in a bit. Actually, no, I'll head over here first.
Downstairs, just labs and offices. Maybe the shuttle station.
Should we go check?
Rather not. Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, and the lights flickering give me a bad feeling as well. Cool. Got some bathrooms here, an elevator. Locked lockers, makes sense, they're literally called lockers after all. Hang on. Okay. This is the right one.
Maybe they wanted to keep close to the shuttle station in case something went wrong.
You're really stuck on that one.
I'm just worried about my colleagues.
Fair enough. Now, right here, this is pretty easily missable. You can check the mirror. That's what we are. We look terrifying, honestly. I would be scared if I just met Simon as a human being. Okay. There's probably nothing in there. Alright, stairs. Well, those aren't an option. Whatever this freaking black goop is, it's really invading space that is needed to traverse. Guy Conrad. Got a pneumatic seal on. From Upsilon. We could just take it right off. Each of these little dormitories has a light switch right here. We'll turn them on. I'll turn them off after, though. We want to save energy. My bad. I didn't mean to pick up the bottle. To be fair, I was standing on it. That's probably what smashed it. Wow. What is that bottle freaking made of? Maser tool safety. Don't look into emitter. Emitter and battery are hot. Like how they've added little text blurbs next to those symbols in the future. Just to make sure people know what they're for. It also has a book here. What does it say? What does that say? Like, I see, so what is something? I don't know. There seems to be no way to zoom in on it. I'm not even going to try to read that puny text. Nothing else of much note, other than lockers. Ooh, a good city, although it does have the Citadel from Half-Life 2 looming over it. Oh, the details. The details. Nadine Masters. Most of these are not visitable. Brandon Wan. Catherine.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Alright, let's snoop.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
Toby. I love it. Okay. We do have some important, semi-important things in here.
Seriously doubt you'll find anything useful.
And shush. Shush. Let me do my thing. I know we might be on a little bit of a time crunch. Only a little bit of one, though. It's fine. It's fine.
You have a lot of toys.
They're not toys. You call this a freaking toy? I guess it kind of is. It's just a little figure. Alright.
You don't have to search my room. We'll get by.
Hold on. I do what I want. Here's a tablet journal. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but most importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way. Like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that the WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point. Whereas my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content from the originating brain scan Reed emerged. Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. WoW's invading our freaking experiments here. I have it. I can save humanity. Sudden realization, I guess. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it's worked with the Vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They're already prepared with the type of magnetic drums needed. So the ARC project took less than a year to make. Pretty impressive. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. Guess that explains the Mockingbirds. The Mockingbirds are brought up in this one note and absolutely nowhere else. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. Explains some things. Remember how Carl went to run the Universal Helper? I know we keep going back to Carl, but he's like the first robot we met. First proper one, anyway. And he said he was dealing with heat shields. And there was a little note saying that he felt nauseous afterwards. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we find and load them into the capsule. Then we'll launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. I just love the space gun. Feels kind of out of place. Mark Serang killed himself after his scan. He has been suggesting everyone should kill themselves so it will somehow allow them to actually get on the ARC? Not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently, it's my fault somehow. Dromeyer's not happy with me. Hope he'll calm down. Our capsule. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. I unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She's too real. Probably the Reed here is the perfect copy from the Varium thing. So, basically, Catherine's been looking into this old brain scan and capsule stuff for a long time. Did I turn off the light in here? I didn't. I literally said I would turn off the lights, and I literally didn't. Actually, what does this say? Oh, you can look at this. He's got a car. He's got the Citadel from Half-Life 2, about glass, and a cool picture of the sun or something. Alright, next available room, Mark Serang. The guy who killed himself. Do not enter restricted area Carthage Industries. This room contains Carthage Industries property, authorized personnel only. Okay then. UH-8. Oh, that's pointing out like the red guys we were dealing with last time. Something about something. Something about the little health things we've been doing. Something about something. Studying the black blobs, the blue blobs, and everything we've seen. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the ARC. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. Do not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the ARC. Sincerely, Mark Serang. I'll get to that a little later. There's something in here first that I want to see. Some Haimatsu stuff with a lot of redacted things. Don't really matter to us. But what does is this. Mr. Serang, the company is very pleased to hear of your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johann Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition. Please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. The supervisory board that doesn't capitalize themselves. This guy was involved with the WoW. Maybe a tiny bit of a nutcase. Just a tiny bit. Although, not that much.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, She is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Once you hear him out, it makes a little bit of sense. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna bother going on any more than that because I would basically just be repeating exactly what he says, and I repeat things enough already. I'm sure you all agree. I repeat things more than enough. That's enough with that. I just think that's a very interesting listen. I wanted to point it out. Hi. You all good in there? Need help? Yeah, he's fine. Martin Fisher does not have a seal on it, so let's check this out. Light doesn't work. He's got a couch. The others didn't have a couch. Where'd he get this couch from? Okay. That's interesting. Just a bunch of WoW stuff appeared in here. Bunch of black goop stuff, which I'm pretty sure we understand as the WoW by now. You know, including that fan embedded in all of it.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
I mean, that's the WoW you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
It's kind of a funny thing, those freaking health stations of the game are just not all that good. Like, they feel kind of evil, they feel like they're gonna slowly corrupt you or something, but... Robin Bess. But they give you the health that you need to play through the game and beat it, so... You gotta use them. This is one who we already know killed herself, and unfortunately... There are so many more peaceful ways to go. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. Check this out. These are screenshots from the Ark she drew around them. That's really cool. So she clearly cared about getting onto the Ark. We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity. Don't mind me, I'm just staring at this for a while. I'm a cat person, alright? Ooh, more Citadel from Half-Life 2. That must be something in the future. It looks kind of like a rocket. Alright. Alright, nothing in that locker. Ooh. Fun, except not really. Not so fun. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a little clay thing. For Auntie. I don't drop it too hard, man. I was worried I was gonna break it. Hairbrush. Shoe or something? What is that? Pull that away. Hold on. Okay, makes sense. Couple of nunchucks. Why are these just lying around? I think they're a tool, but they always reminded me of nunchucks. And that is it for the dormitories. Let's head back down the other route. Such a cool little bit. You get to explore some people's rooms, and there's stuff scattered in the rooms that tell a story of this place. It's awesome. That isn't quite as awesome, however. Especially because the lights no longer work in there. Now this other path. That also has a pneumatic seal on it for some reason. I guess they were locking out all the people who killed themselves and locking out the ARC project after people started killing themselves.
Welcome to my place. When I started the ARC project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Yeah, except for the very cold blue light coming from here. We'll check out this room in a second. Over here is the scan room.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Makes sense. Here we got a thing. Let's listen.
Strasky? Come in, I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Yep. ARC project was probably canned. Or something of the sort. Connection error. Wow, if only troubleshoot features were this good on computers nowadays. Anyway. Unable to connect to mainframe, please reset router in the sub-level vault or contact maintenance. Well, I'd rather contact maintenance. No way in hell am I going to the sub-level vault.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Compressed Nakajima neurograph. Berg, Munshi, Jarrett. Author Nakajima Shin. Name Nanami. Born 1997. Died 2021. Paul Berg. 1984, 2069. Canadian. Author David Munshi. And then...
David Munshi. How did this... What is this?
2078. This is under legacy scans, and then...
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munshi's templates. A legacy scan.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
And there you have it. That is why we are here. That is why we teleported from the brain scan to Pathos 2. Because this little thing was here. And now, let's take a look at this. He did not last very long. He only died a month later, June 1st, 2015. The audio recordings.
Okay, that's it. Wow, that was fun. That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It's freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're gonna keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. Has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Well, we have kind of a choice here. We have an erase data option. And we can either leave it up or erase the data. And from what we learned, we basically know now that the WoW has somehow been managing to steal scans, including our legacy scans, and has just been uploading them in robots. Whether or not that's intended is still unknown, but by erasing this, we can make sure that it never does so again. That means that some of the monsters we've been facing could be one of these. Or it could be someone else, just randomly from Pathos 2. Hard to tell. And you know what? Because I've never done it before, I think I am going to erase the data. In fact, I'm going to erase all of them. What's the point of keeping this around if it's just gonna be used for in a bunch of robots that'll be stuck in the bottom of the ocean for the rest of existence? They'll be trapped outside Theta like Robin Bass, or they'll go completely insane and just wander the halls attacking everything they see. There we go.
He's dead, Kat. The real Simon is dead, and I'm a replica of that scan Munchie did, thinking he's Simon.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for. An explanation, maybe an apology.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not from you. Well, thanks, I guess. I deleted the file, so hopefully I'll be the last Simon to suffer through this place.
Ready to move on?
Yeah. Let's go.
That tells us so much. It's really cool. One of the reasons why I think this part is in Theta is my favorite part of the game for that reason alone. And you know, as someone who's still pretty young and got a long life ahead, the idea of being told or seeing that you only have like a month or less left to live is terrifying to me. I couldn't imagine that. I mean, he wasn't told that he'd have a month left to live. Actually, yeah, I kind of was, but learning that the Simon you played as in the opening in the Peaceful City area only lived for a month afterwards. This is something.
Where I store the ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
There's something really scary about that. Anyway, ARC scans. This is mildly important. All these other gray ones are broken.
Bust.
And all that. This one, though. This one's good.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Alright, then. Plug her in. And oh, wait.
Need to fix that mainframe connection.
The computer's still broken. Alright. Let's head down to the sub-level vault. There is one door that we haven't gone through yet. So let's go.
Simon, the last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Headakers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. It seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
I'll keep my eyes open.
I'm sure that's not foreshadowing or anything. Definitely not as we descend into this creepy room and hear creepy noises. Man, I wonder if we're going to encounter a monster. It's so unclear if this is what's about to happen in this horror game. I'll go the opposite direction of that first. Oh, good. And I'm out of there, sorry. Hopefully the router isn't in there, because I'm not doing that anymore. Unfortunately, that only leaves the area with the banging. Alright. It is time. Oh, hello. They're all, like, sleeping. Including the guy in the diving suit back at Delta. So, this thing's blind, but it hears. There are objects scattered all across the ground. Shove one too hard, makes noise. Another thing, though. Oh, okay. I think it can hear you turn on and off the flashlight, because there's that little clank noise that it makes, I guess. Best way to describe it. Apparently it can hear that. It at least seemed that way from playing before. I'm actually just gonna keep it off just in case it somehow senses the flashlight. So it's right there, but I've got enough room to get by here. It's over there. We should be good. Server mainframe, here we go. Network error, unable to connect to mainframe for use through set router. That's exactly what I want to do. Router reset. Manual confirmation needed. So once that bar fills up, I'm gonna have to go over there and hit the switch again. Which means, unfortunately, this guy needs to go. Oh, hello. Oh, the countdown's going up. Why are you coming over here? Hey, buddy, that's not fair! The timer's still ticking down, hold on! So, now you can see why it's kind of hard to die in this game. If you get caught, they don't kill you right away. They knock you out and take a chunk of health. I assume if you got caught again, they would kill you. Okay, mainframe's back online. By being in close proximity to it, it will see you, like it did to me just then. You'll know if it sees you if it goes like, and then the music starts going. Starts playing sick beats. That means it sees you, and you're pretty much screwed. I've seen someone get chased by this guy, although I haven't been fully chased by him myself. I've seen someone get chased, and it seems like it's impossible to outrun him. So, stay the hell away, and try not to make any noise. Hello? Who's snoring? Or something. Alright. The mainframe's back online. Let's get out of here. 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 Where's the exit? Where's the exit? It's like harder to see because we're hurt now. The chromatic aberration. It's too much. Bye. See you in hell. Gotta climb back up here. The camera was clipping into Simon's shoulder there. It's okay. Still hear it. But luckily, we're way above it. Oh, maybe not for long. Hello? Is there one over here, too?
Good job, Simon.
This better have worked. I'm not gonna let him again.
Don't remember that door being open. Alright, interesting. Well...
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathway already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay, fair. Fair enough. I think there's... a little dude, yes. Here. I mean, we know it's WoW. It's the WoW. A little WoW station. Where you get to... Oh God, where you get to stick your hand in and go, wow! That is so much better. Oh.
So, you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
I like how Simon was deciding to talk about that and not the fact that the room he was in just blacked out. I'm being a FNAF animatronic. Alright. Back to the lab again. Well, yes, let's. Slot 2. Chip.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Sarah Lindwall, Mark Sarang, Brandon Wan, Robin Bass, Maggie Komarabi, Heather Volchek, Peter Strasky, Coster Alice. Maybe Strasky? Said she'd help out delivering the Ark. Killed himself because of continuity? Strohmeyer's really mad as Titan Security. Our project on hold. Delta Refugee Construct Wrangler. He's working for Strohmeyer now. Another fucking continuity suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. We look so much alike. In a different life, I'm sure we'd be best friends. She helped me cut the wave leak from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scan hangover less severe. Strasky was cheerful and funny as always. Said she'd help construct the Ark, but not carry it to Phi. So, we want a security cipher, which only security people would know. People like John Strohmeyer, but he's not an option here. Who is an option, though, is Brandon Wan, who's working for him, so he probably would have known what it is. Let's try him. If you get the other ones, eventually she starts giving you more and more hints to narrow it down more. But the ultimate answer is Brandon Wan.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going. There we are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Okay. If you say so.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
Don't worry, Mr. Wan. It'll all get better.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No. Why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
Maybe.
That wasn't so bad. trauma really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Don't be afraid.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
There's no need to worry.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Mr. Wan, I need you to stay calm.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
This setup won't work. We need something else.
Environment and module. Well, let's take a look for that something else. Oh, we got little notes over here. Scan log. Chun Catherine, Nikolai Vashkin, Jasper Hill, Sarah Lindwall. Being suicide. I see, so. Collection of everyone who has been scanned. Very nice. Done over a few days. ARC project on hold indefinitely. They managed to get Jonesy from Upsilon. Unfortunately not Carl or Amy, because they died on the way there. Amy, sort of. Scheduled scans. John Strohmeyer, none of those ended up going through. None of these guys were scanned for the ARC. Anyway. Little box here. We've got another card. Let's put it in on the second slot. Slot 1. Chip. Beach and Ski Lodge. Yeah, let's try it.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Mr. Wan, I need your help.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Everything's fine. Theta needs your help. We need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's too empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Yeah, fair enough. Since we're already reawakening his freaking corpse, I guess. Not really, but... Since we're already reawakening him repeatedly, we don't want to drive him insane. That's exactly what is happening with the rest of the people we've seen.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Relax, Mr. Wan. Just keep calm.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need a favor. I need to know what the new security cipher is.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
It's not for me. I'm trying to save the Ark.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
There was another computer in the other room, so I'm actually going to take this chip and head in that direction. See what it's got. So here's the chip we plugged in, Imogen Reed, Guy Conrad, float tank, scan room, beach, Versailles. So you can copy it to chip. Network transfer doesn't work. The networks in this place are down. Chip already contains this file. Versailles is corrupt. Float tank is corrupt. But the scan room, as in exactly what we need, is not. So yeah. Make it look like the scan room. Make it seem like a seamless transition. Don't put him on a beach and expect him to comply. Honestly, I thought she had dialogue during those sequences, and she might have alternate dialogue that tried to convince him that it was the Ark. But for some reason it didn't play this time? I'm sure if I did them again, but I'm not going to waste too much time with this. Especially because that would just bring more Brandons to life, and I'd rather not. Scan room, let's try.
That wasn't wasn't so bad. Stromeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did... Alice?
The scan is done. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Wan?
Chun? Where's Alice?
She's fine. We don't have much time, Mr. Wan. I need the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is the trick.
Please calm down.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. And you won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
How many times are we gonna have to do this?
Come on, Simon. Don't give up now.
Well, that didn't work. Probably because Catherine was talking to him ominously and was invisible. There is one more possible place we can check, though.
Here we go. Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you.
I kind of wish his room was accessible before, because I could understand people getting stuck on this for a long time, but I guess you're kind of supposed to.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Alright, let's check. So we got a note here. Brandon, I'm really a mess thinking about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how I said you would hold my hand during the scan? If the offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses, Alice.
A letter from someone named Alice. They were together during the scan. You know her?
He was close with Coster. I would not have expected that. Can we use that somehow? Keep looking.
Cute.
Staff Wrangler. August 14th, 2103. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Creer, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer, that crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts.
Alice and Brandon were definitely together during the scan.
Good to know. Maybe we can use that somehow.
Did my arc scan together with Alice. Stromeyer told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. The biggest pain was that Chun girl. She is so fucking uncomfortable at all times, it makes my skin crawl. Stromeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. January 15th, 2104. The day. Just heard that the Komorebi survey team is going to Delta and pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. January 15th is officially dubbed Akers Day. Because everything involving Akers happened on that day. Almost everything. Wow, castle. The last surviving castle of humanity. Are you telling me that rocks still look that clean in 2103? Probably. 2100 something, I don't know. Whenever that picture was taken. Fairchild Award for Achievements of the Engineering Youth.
Brandon, you ready to go? Stromeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
That's the most explanation you ever get for those things. You can just do it. You can just naturally data mine things. Both intercoms and dead things.
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation?
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
You can use Alice on any of these other options. They'll fail. Just Alice in the scan room. Make it appear exactly as it was after the scan. And also, don't mess up the speech, Catherine. Let's go.
That wasn't so bad. This Stromar really got me worked up. Bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromar. He said he needed a new site for ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's alright. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Long. Brandon. Goodbye.
No, wait.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
My reasonings for the legacy scans were the way I was gonna grab them and use them for bad things, like it has already done. So I'm gonna erase this data too.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
No one else can reawaken Brandon. It's unfortunate that we had to do that, but we had no real way forwards.
Simon, we got it. We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
It's such a cool puzzle, cause I mean it's kind of a puzzle, sort of. There's a little bit of scriptedness to it, but the concept is just terrifying, and it's just so kind of like inhumane. Just bringing back
I
this.
wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, probably. Just reawakening this now dead, deceased man just over and over again. To try and get a cipher out of him. It's just feels wrong. And that's why I love it. Because I like doing wrong things now. Kidding. Alright.
There you are. Just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Huh. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Easy enough, but you know how this goes. It can never be that easy. So I don't think I paid attention or remembered to show it, but this door's creaked a little bit open. There was a door back in the lab that was also creaked open once we got the Alice's module built. Hopefully I can show it on camera in editing. It's a really cool little thing. Something off-putting, just something feels different when you revisit the area. Looks surprisingly small, but I'm sure it can do the job. Okay, cable go in there, we gotta plug it in. Start her up. Rick. Okay. I've gotta have a little chat with Catherine about this. Not accusing her of anything. Just saying, hey, what do we do now? Uh-oh. Fall damage. If this were Half-Life, I would have taken 70 fall damage right then. So yeah, I'm going to carry on for a little while longer. Good sign. Good sign. You love to hear it. Today has been a sucky day. Can I just say? Not in real life, in the game. This entire day in the game is probably the worst day mankind has ever seen. I'm a little injured from that, so I'm just gonna take this.
Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
That does sound useful.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
Yeah, okay. I've been following your advice this whole game. Alright, let's have a look around ourselves.
The Ark doesn't even look that bulky. This is gonna be easy.
You haven't heard of the concept of jinxing, have you?
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
That makes me wonder how, like, societal norms would evolve in the future. This is making me think of the future. This game makes you think about a lot of things, doesn't it? Aimatsu power suit, proper usage. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the HPS for any visual damages. Starting with the legs, fix the parts onto your harness and work yourself upwards. Lock all the pieces together as you go. Let a partner help you with the back piece and torso. Tap the secure button on your arm piece. You should hear the suit seal itself. The suit will start to equalize pressure and tap into the oxygen tank. The suit doesn't seal itself. Flex the shock absorber and try again. If it still doesn't work, don't try to fix it yourself. Contact maintenance. Note, the HBSs are very heavy and the suit will compensate. You'll effectively be stronger than you think you are. Be careful. Regular training applies. Don't hold your breath, don't stay out too long, and don't dive too deep, and don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. High-pressure diving suits need to undergo a mandatory maintenance checkup before suiting up. Not doing so puts you at risk of oxygen poisoning, pulmonary edema, and death. Fun. Numbers. Text. Text.
Wow, that's so cool. It's the whole gang.
A crew photo? Really? Who were you saving this for? The world was dead.
Thanks, Simon. I thought being an asshole wasn't invented until the 22nd century. Now I know better.
Funny.
That's Phi, all right. Quick stop at Omicron, then Tau, then Phi.
Let's do it.
Alright, anything else to see first? We do have this computer here. I would like to take a look at this. Documents. My decision. I have decided to finalize the Ark with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan, and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. Dr. Catherine Shun. What's left? Apply interface module, seal Ark capsule, ask permission from 4Q, brief evacuation Lindwall, Peterson, and Hill. Those are along with Catherine, who went out to deliver the Ark to Phi. Take shuttle to Omicron, pick up power suits, ride to Climber to the Abyss, regroup Bat Tau, head to launch site, load the bullet, and launch Ark. And we're gonna have to do the latter half of those steps. Ark locator. Well, we already know where it is, so thanks. Ark attitude survey. This is a new survey, and it's one that brings up some interesting points. Gauge staff opinion, please fill out this short survey. Recently, it was decided that the Ark project would become Pathos 2's last official commitment. The staff has been urged to carry on with their duties despite Earth's catastrophic condition. I think the Ark project is the most logical step towards saving mankind, and that we should spend as much time and resources as needed to complete it. You can answer for yourself. I personally agree with that. To embark, every passenger needs to be flushed with electromagnetism using a pilot seat. These scanning sessions are noticed to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting up to 3 days. I think temporary physical discomfort, no matter how severe, is a small price to save mankind. Agree. The Ark is built to fit a Ranger Mark 7 probe, meaning it could be shot into space with the Omega space gun and technically survive for thousands of years, letting off the light from our sun and distant stars. I think the Ark should leave Earth behind and be launched into space. Yeah, that's the whole point of the thing. Because down here, there's not that much power left, but out there from the sun, it could survive for thousands of years. And that's ideal. The digitalization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. The people inside the Ark will out of necessity be generated from existing genetic code, but could be altered to allow for cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. I think we are at risk of losing our humanity if we were to rid ourselves of disease and our mortality. I agree with this. Because, you know, a lot of the feel-good stories you see are about people pitching in money to help someone or something. And the only reason you have to help them is because of disease and mortality and stuff like that. If you remove that, then now suddenly everyone's immortal. Like, everyone's just in Minecraft creative mode. There's not that much of a point left to a lot of things. So I agree with that. There are only 58 people left alive to be stored inside the Ark. A way to diversify and expand the population would be introduce artificial intelligences that would in every way appear to be human, but with childlike and naive sensibilities. As we continue to explore the nature of intelligence, we may find a way to make them smarter in the future. I think even an inferior group of artificial people would benefit our society. This brings up a really interesting point and somewhat criticism of the Ark, because you see here, it's a virtual world, everyone joins it, they live in space forever, but is it just those 58 people living the rest of their lives? Will we get rid of just aging and allow other people to die? Will they eventually all die out and there's no one left? Is it possible to reproduce? But how would that be possible? That would have to be like the program, because, you know, the Ark's a big program of sorts. It would have to be programmed to give new life, and computers are just not at all prepared for that in the slightest. So this would help, but it's a bunch of AIs that are very naive and thus could be mistreated and even like become slaves. I don't know how to answer this, because it's either you just have 58 people left on the Ark, eventually all die out, and then there's no one there. And so there's not much point in the Ark lasting for thousands of years anymore, or you actually do have a bunch of, but then eventually all the people die out and then there's just the AI. I don't quite know what the situation is here. I don't quite know how these AIs work, but it is an interesting thought. How would we continue? Would we all just die out on the Ark, or would we stay alive forever? Would we be immortal on the Ark? And then that ties into the previous question, would that remove our humanity? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to answer. I think there's no neutral option. That would just be my... If that was an option, I would go with that, just completely neutral. So I don't know. I'd probably lean towards disagree. Just a little bit. That's what I'll go with. Not that it matters that much. Here's basically what the staff chose. Your red answers are the ones you chose. Of course, your answers don't actually mean anything for the game, but it's just something interesting. Alright, moving on from that. No device connected. Well, I see in place a way that I can connect a device. %, 896 terabytes of memory corrupted. Simulation reconfiguration necessary. This begins a very strange and interesting puzzle. You have to rearrange all this stuff and enable all this stuff to be under the memory limit, but also there's a lot of required things. I'm gonna be here for a little while. I don't really know the answer to this. Let's see, physics, yeah. If something shows up here, then you have to put something like it on. Do we need everything on, or do I just need... Okay, it really wants the rigid. It wants rigid. There's some kind of answer to it, like, I think you can change from sun to moon. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you can also just get rid of the clouds. Okay, I'm doing that. It wants all three physics. It wants that. Wants that. Wants that. Doesn't need that. Station, dirt road. I think we can replace, like, the river with something smaller. The river is 172. You can... Okay, never mind. You could just... Sure. Yeah, get rid of the chair that's 18 terabytes. Is a single chair 18 terabytes? I doubt it, but still, that would be funny. Foliage, that's clearly, like, none of this matters that much. Okay, it wants something that's water. The lake is smaller. So that's what we're going with. Dirt road, doesn't need dirt road anymore. Then there's also SOMA. But it does want that. Any of these other things fulfill that? No, it wants that. Then there's all this stuff over here. We could probably change to... No, it wants advanced vegetation. Okay. Then take your stupid advanced vegetation. Fluid. Would we need fluid anymore? Okay, so I'm under the memory limit now, but there's still... All this stuff is still required. Yeah, it wants a type of light. Oh, if I pick the sun, then it needs heat. But if I pick the moon, it doesn't. Oh, I could have just gotten rid of the boat that whole time. Should have told me. If I do the river, would that remove some things that I need? Okay. The lake requires physics soft, but the river does not. There you go. Sure. It's probably the hardest puzzle in the entire game, in my opinion.
Try loading a dummy scan. It shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real ARC. Run the simulation and then hit pause while the code is running. It'll give me a cross-section of the process.
So if you don't erase the data from earlier, these are available options. I don't think they do anything, but that's a cool detail.
You need to pause while the dummy is loaded, otherwise I can't know if it's working or not.
The more you fail this, the more narrowed down it gets. What you're supposed to do is start it, turn off resource allocation to make the arc run at like 20 frames per second, I guess. And then when dummy gets passed through...
No, try again. The dummy needs to be loaded when you pause.
Alright, here. Make it even slower. There we go. Now we can run diagnostics.
Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
So now we know how to get on the Ark, right?
Kind of.
What?
It's just I don't really know what you are. Maybe there's a way to plug you in, or maybe scan somehow. We need to figure this out before we leave.
Good thing is, there's a giant cylindrical machine over here that I have ignored this whole time.
What's this thing?
That's just a compact examiner. Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you fit inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
I'll give it a try. tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Should I be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that. Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
Imogen? Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No, hold on, back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit now?
Yeah, we should get going.
That door has some funny sound occlusion.
Want to bring this Ark as a backup?
No, that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget to take me with you.
Can we turn this thing off? Nope. Okay, it's just going to be running a simulation for the rest of the time. Don't worry about it. That's such a interesting idea, because you take a dead body, you could stick a Cortex chip into it, and then put someone else into it, and now that corpse is revived as someone else completely different. A creepy thought, for sure. Alright, just this last section. Although this last section definitely isn't on the shorter end. No foreign contaminants beyond this point. That text was put there by Mo from Wally. Fun. Elevator. Here, insert connector chip. Well, we got our objective.
Stromer!
Brand, where are you?
It got out of hand. I'm in sector RD4. Did you get everyone downstairs?
Yeah, we're safe for now. But you need to get moving. They're gonna figure out where we are and come for us.
Don't worry about it. The stairs are blocked, and I killed the elevator. Pull the connector chip from the lock.
Why? That means you're stuck as well.
Only way to keep you guys safe. Take the shuttle, go to Omicron.
God damn it, Juan. You just had to be the hero, you bastard.
Good luck, sir. Tell Alice I love her.
Alright. Well, we gotta find that friggin' connector chip he had. Yes. Place is a big maze. I wonder why that could be. Got another one.
Sarah, how the hell are we gonna make sure the Ark makes it?
Every launch is a crapshoot, you know that.
I just wish these numbers looked better.
What do you care? It's just a pack of data, right?
Yeah, just a pack of data.
I see. Okay, so a weird thing about this game is that it seems like the PC version doesn't have the characters' names in the subtitles, like the console versions seem to. It's probably a bug and just never got fixed. But either way, the guy talking there, I think was Ian Henderson, whatever his last name is. Survival of the fittest. Plus some equations for good measure. Hello, Xenomorph from Alien Isolation. Seriously, something's crawling in there. That's actually kind of creepy. I like that. Alright, Jay Davis and Ivashkin. take a look around for a connector chip or anything of the sort. Actually, I think we'll come here later. First, I want to head this direction. Omega Management. Those people. That guy looks slightly familiar. I'll head up this way first. Oh god, more sleeping people. Yeah, that's what's happened to them. I'm just gonna pretend that all this stuff came out of the jug and not everything else. No, it definitely still came out of the jug, of course.
Terry Akers, Chief Factor at Delta, first assessment. Brought in today, January 16, 2104. Reportedly found in his diving suit, unconscious, in the water. Akers has clearly been consuming large amounts of structure gel, for weeks probably. It's difficult to tell how this has affected his health, beyond the obvious comfort, and if it somehow caused him to gouge out his eyes. Small amounts of gel have always been considered perfectly safe to handle, but I can't recall ever hearing about any recommendations on how to treat overexposure. Considering its properties, I doubt it's poisonous, but the more transformative aspects of the ferrofluid makes me think that malign cell mutations are to be expected. I think I will need to consult Dr. Eames at Omicron about this.
You certainly should. Hey, look, it's the icon for the game. Human skull, digestive system. Okay. Akers. One of the worst cases I've seen. It's most likely his own damn fault. He blinded himself and clogged up his insides with structure gel. I'd be surprised if he ever woke up from the coma. It made me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that the WoW is somehow able to change or rebuild the... Vanessa Hart. Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances. Only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. Difficult to corroborate her story as she's the only one to return. Catherine Chun. As usual, Chun is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Strohmeyer demands another evaluation. Chun isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She's a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chun is weak in character, the perfect victim to be domineered and pushed around by others. She's a scared mouse I don't want to upset, so we sit quiet and pass the time. Kinda interesting, because that's not how she acts around us. Conrad is dead as well as brain true pump with a mazer and following the neuroscan. Clear another continuity enthusiast willing to kill himself to take his place in the Ark. Sir, you heard nothing. There's no way you could have heard shit. I did nothing to make any noise. You leave. You leave. You go fuck off somewhere else. The little heightened ambience there means he heard you make something and is currently investigating. Did I push that glass bottle around? That's probably what did it. Yes, you go that way. Fun. So, that's a proxy, and apparently Akers is one of them. He consumed a ton of structure gel, went completely mad, and started killing everyone on Theta. Fantastic. Oh my god, those doors are so loud. Medical Laboratory M. Frost. Cool, we'll head here because it's in the opposite direction where that thing is. So I will be glad to come in here instead. Remarkable connectivity, neural patchwork, gel consumption, Akers, and his symbiotic attempts. Meet downstairs. The shuttle. Yeah, I'm on the way. Alrighty. Here we got you. Security J. Strohmeyer. This is is a mostly safe room.
Stromeyer, you there?
I hear you, Brandon. What do you got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious. They pick up on every move. There's no way past them.
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Don't worry, Alice. I'll look back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle, be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't plan to die today, sir. See you at the shuttle.
You don't plan to die, but unfortunately that's what ended up happening. So this thing's just around now, as I'm sure you can tell. Here's a map of the place, which is actually probably visible more down towards the project development hub. Yeah, not that big, but still fairly sizable. Checklist: survive the Ark project, stop people from killing themselves, send off C and the team, keep people safe, enjoy the rest of Armageddon. Akers is not alone, at least censored proxy creatures, you forgot the A. Check and seal doors, move downstairs, shuttle to Omicron. Why is the backside of the paper bright orange? Looks ugly. Overseer. Is he crossing out everyone who died? No. I don't think so. Yeah, not. Oh no, he's crossing out. Why he's crossing them out then? I got a little chip slot here. Looks important. Override door lock. So here you can lock a door in exchange for something else. I'm going to lock this because it's a connecting passage, but I don't really need... Actually, no. This. I'm going to lock that. Then we can use the remaining resources to lock the doors. For some reason, this place is designed in such a way you have to have something locked. Something must be locked or else, yeah, screw you. Everything else will leave unlocked. Key control, no chip inserted. Might or may not be important for later. Security messages, alert dispatch, corrupt, conference room corrupt, shuttle station corrupt, a common area corrupt, machine hangar, huge structure gel leak has caused the WoW to seize control over the Dunbat. Forced to quarantine to avoid further development. Last thing we need is another talking machine. Right, let's try to head quickly and quietly down through the rest of this place and check out what else it has. I think it's mostly safe to walk around. The dude doesn't seem to be present all the time, so that's good. Yeah, what a completely normal presentation we have going on here. Wow, what was that? Yep. Kind of stuff were you presenting in here? Some things? Sure there's no hidden stories about the scientist embezzling pizzas hidden on these whiteboards. Like there is with a certain other sci-fi game that I like. Oh, wait, there's Hangman. That's cool. Quantum Tin Golem Batterer. Interesting. Wonder what those words are. I'd probably figure them out. That would take effort. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Mostly. Alright, there's nothing down those ways. It's just a dead end. Uh-oh. Don't be... Are you serious? Oh no. Did you hear him, like, jog over there? He's deliberately trying to cut me off. I think he actually kind of knows I'm here. Well, obviously, the game has to know. The game's AI has to know where you are, or else it can't really do programming properly. Well, he's jogging down that way, that's for sure. He's jogging into that room. I don't think there's anything much in that room. There's a little WoW Healy station. And there's some more sleeping people. I'm kind of worried he's gonna come back this way. I hope he doesn't. Stay in there. Oh, actually, no, he just went down that hallway. Well, regardless, don't come back. Are you coming back? Oh no, he's coming back. Isn't he? Is he? Hard to tell. Anyway, gonna use this chance. You can alternatively smash through the window. It just makes noise. But the door also makes noise, so it kind of evens out. I don't think it can hear the door, though, strangely enough. Well, I better make sure not to broadcast that sound. It's illegal. Brandon Wan. No ID number, but still.
Sorry about before, Brandon. I'm sorry we couldn't let you rest in peace.
We got the chip. Any interference on my way back? Sort of. Oh god. I think he's headed this way. I don't think I should do this yet. Is he? Not really. I think I can do this.
Now what? I need to format the chip?
Of course, that security office up there was important. So let's take it up there. Format the chip. Because, you know, when you're in a room set of hallways with a monster, you really expect your time in this set of hallways with a monster to be easy? Yeah, man, you're stuck here for life, whether you like it or not. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for doing that. Just gonna update the chip real quick. Loading connector chip. Control, please update. Yep. Security keys, blah, blah, blah. Yep, cool. I like how it immediately updates to that. That's cool. I wonder how that kind of stuff is programmed. It's awesome. Oh, I'm not... Oh my god, yeah, I'm definitely not heading out of there now. Go back. Go away. You guys probably can't even see him. He's there, though. I don't want to turn on my flashlight in case he hears it. He doesn't hear that, which is good. Yes, go in there, go in there, go in there. Don't hear me open this door, don't hear me open this door. I'm gonna test to see if he can hear you open doors. I think he can hear you open doors. Maybe? No. No, he can't. No, he can't. Okay. He's headed that way. Thank you for jogging, actually. That's very comforting. I'm gonna take the long way around, then. You could probably distract him with noise in some way. We do need a flashlight on to be able to see now. Okay, seems like he's gone. Wonder if this guy has a little amnesia mechanic to him, where he spawns and despawns. Don't like that. Okay, there's nothing in there at all. Don't worry about it. Okay, headed this way. Gonna take the long way, just to be safe. He's there. Yes, 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 yes. Go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way. Good thing this still has power. Alright, close the clamps. Close the panel. Press the button. Go down to transport. Consider yourself defeated. This is a vehicle in a horror game. I'm currently traveling down. Something seems off about this. Honestly, I think something's wrong. There we go, there we go, there we go. Has to break. Has to break. Hatches in the floor, which just sounds like the most fun thing in the world. But fortunately, Simon is able to just float right over to this ladder. And then crack his spine. Like nothing ever happened. Except that we're hurt now, so that's a problem. In fact, we're hurt kind of a lot. Like it's almost like we just took a bash from one of them. One of the monsters. Okay, here we are at the shuttles. Do it this way. Stairs, fire door, keep closed. Oh, those are probably just the stairs back up.